So once again, before we get them up here, just how it works, these two people, they don't hate each other. Don't get offended on their behalf. They're going to write some jokes, some clever insults to rip each other to shreds. And whoever you think is the best, the funniest, they win the roast battle. So without further ado, I will bring on to the stage as we take our seats and I transition the microphones. Please keep it going, everyone, for Kim Maberly and Josh Holford, everybody!
You all right?
Yeah. You want to go first?
Yeah, man. So Kim started at the bottom living in Plymouth and decided to move up in the world to Stoke. That shows how much of a shithole Plymouth is. Wow, it's less of a shithole now Kim's left. Speaking of shitholes, that's how Kim's partner Andrew describes her pussy. I think Kim only moved to Stoke as the RNLI forced her to move as they were sick of all the cold calls claiming to have seen a whale in the town centre. On the subject of whales, Kim, did you know that the blue whale's vagina is so large that 5 or 6 people can actually sit down inside it easily? That makes the blue whale's vagina the second biggest cunt in the world after you. Don't aura.
Oh, right, I'm just going to start. Hi, Lorraine. Whatever I say tonight, please don't hold against me. That's his mum, by the way. Right.
His mom?
His mum's here.
She's my biggest /only fan.
Which one?
The one over there looks like me.
Oh, yeah.
Just with a bigger beard.
You're not supposed to roast your mum.
Well, he basically is already.
Right. This is Josh. He's from Stoke, and he's 34, though he looks more like 54. If you're thinking he gives us mummy boy gamer vibes, you would be correct. If you're thinking he also has the personality of a cum rag, you would also be right. He's crusty, smells of semen, and once used is easily forgotten. He hates vegans, anyone who corrects him, which is basically everyone, and he hates himself, which is what we have in common, because I fucking hate you as well.
So Kim's partner Andrew is actually much, much older than her, and they're due to be married next year. However, based on Andrew's age, I think the only aisle Kim's going to be going down is a funeral one. Kim actually claims that Andrew still gets hard for her in bed. I think the rigor mortis is set in. Me and Andrew have got a lot in common. We'd both rather be dead than fuck Kim. Andrew actually buys Kim's makeup, her food, her weight loss drugs, and pays for her bills. Kim thinks he's a loving partner. I think he's trying to buy a more attractive, thinner partner.
Josh was actually a twin. One was a malformed half creature with limited brain activity and missing chromosomes, and the other one died in the womb. The gene pool for Josh is so shallow, but sadly not shallow, too shallow for him to drown in. It's fair to say the best part of Josh ran down the back of his mum's legs, but it's... But it's also fair to say that his dad was just trying to have a wank and his mum got in the way. I'm so sorry.
So I'm sure we can all agree that Kim's got a face only a mother could love, which explains why her dad fucked off before she was born. This has caused Kim to have an extreme fear about people not loving her. What makes you think that, Kim? The 4 failed engagements or the divorce? She was actually worried that I'd hate her before this roast, but you've not got to worry about that, Kim, because your jokes aren't funny, and I fucking hated you before.
I think I got the bigger laugh there. Josh was so ugly when he was born that in his area, abortion rates went up, but paedophilia went down.
That was good.
Well, at least they did until Josh started working as a teacher. Josh likes to say he touched a lot of kids during his teaching days, but not as many as he really wanted to. Josh has a choking fetish, but you aren't supposed to choke them before you fuck them. It's not.
Says who?
It's not consent if they're unconscious, but then again, you won't get consent if they were awake. If you were under Josh, though, you'd rather be choked than before he suffocates you.
Kim claims her ex-husband didn't make her come in the bedroom. However, I found the best way to make Kim come is to bring the correct treats. Here, Kim. Here, Kim. Here, Kim. Brings a new meaning to Kim loving a bone. When Kim got divorced, the hardest part for her was getting the ring off her chubby little fingers. I think the reason Kim's ex-partner left is because he realised she looks like Donald Trump before he transitioned.
Josh is on a daily dose of Viagra and Prozac, which is why he looks like a depressed dildo. He hates incompetence, which is ironic as he's a Stoke City fan, but that would explain his depression. That and having to live with that face. I'm not saying Josh has a funny face. I'm really not, because there's nothing funny about Josh. If laughter is the best medicine, then Josh's comedy is a one-way ticket to Switzerland.
That was funny.
Kim actually told me that she's lost some weight recently. She's lost about 3 stone. I think that's a very weird way of telling people you've had an abortion. On the subject of dead babies, Kim's partner Andrew is actually a spiritualist medium. However, he hasn't done much work since he met Kim, because all he can hear is the screams of all the dead babies squirted onto Kim's face over the years. With the amount of sperm that's probably died on Kim, it must look like a sperm holocaust. I suppose that makes your arse Auschwitz, because it's the gas chamber, although it has taken a lot of trains.
You would think that the scar on Josh's massive head is caused by the coat hanger his mum used to try and get rid of him. But it was actually caused by when he got punched in the face when he was 17 and he hasn't seen his dad since. Josh is really into board games. Guess who, as in guess who his dad is? He models himself on Hungry Hippos and probably has just had as many balls in his mouth. And he has a monopoly on being a cunt.
Never a true word is said.
Oh, give it up for Josh Holford and Kim Maberly! Oh, man. I mean, we have to say keep going no matter what, but I thought that was a really great roast. I'm very torn, actually. I'm wondering if you have any takes on what you saw, Callum.
I'm really struggling to pick, to be honest.
Well, that's what I said.
And I agree.
I was... See, I was like... I would say for consistency, Josh was hitting me with more laughs, but then Kim would just hit these fucking haymakers. I got these huge laughs. And
Yeah, the coat hanger.
She's got a lot of experience with coat hangers.
And to be fair, I was looking at the weird scar on his head from this tray. So when that joke happened, it really hit. In fact, for that joke alone, and I'm going to give it to Kim Maberly. Hey, that is not the decision. What say you, Callum Oakley?
I think I'm going to go Kim as well. I'll be honest. Yeah.
It's 2-0. And on her 68th birthday, everyone, give it up for Kim Maberly.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kim Maberly. She's 45, not 67.
Happy birthday
to you.